What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to this Foreground. There comes a moment in a YouTuber's life where they get super excited about some content that's about ready to come into the game, especially a certain character that's going to be coming. But at the same time, we get quite sad because we know that our wallets are about to go broke. Because you see this guy right over here, this guy that I'm pointing at, this is my favorite character. Many of you already know this, that Rugal is my boy. That's why he's sitting at A7. That's why there's a lot invested into him. And I've spent a lot of money leveling this character up, as many of you know, in both banners. The first time he showed up, and then whenever he got buffed again, yeah, I went all out on my boy. And that is why I say I'm probably going to end up going broke in this next banner, because looky. Now, you know, this was almost like a meme for me and some of the guys in Discord. We'd be talking about this and joking about it, saying, oh, you know, it'd be my luck they'd bring in, you know, Rugal in the next banner, you know, because then I'd go broke and everything. And lo and behold, they did. It's almost like Netmarble watches my videos or is eyeballing me in Discord. Maybe they got some people in there watching what's going on. I mean, I'm joking, obviously, but it is a hell of a coincidence that this is the next banner. And guys, this is Rugal. It's obviously freaking Rugal from King of Fighter 15, which is insane. Like, he's my favorite character. Yeah, I'm gonna go freaking nuts on this guy. Probably gonna go broke trying to level him up, I'm sure. And he's probably gonna be just an insane character. Right? They got an event going on right now, guys, where, you know, all participants can get 500 AP, which isn't nothing big. You can farm for AP. I mean, you can get 500 AP every single day from the exchange shop, but yeah, it's something. And then, you know, 50 winners can actually get an EX Fighter Summon ticket, Volume 5. And all you got to do is post, you know, who you think this guy is. It's obviously Omega Rugal, guys. That's who it is. I mean, look at him. He's like, you know, it's him. It's him. So this is pretty wild. And what can we expect for this version of Rugal? Well, what we would do is we would take a look at the previous meta character, or the meta characters that we currently have right now. Now, actually, I want to go into the codex, because in the codex, I think we'd be better off to take a look here, because I don't have my Jin level up on this account. But if you take a look at the meta character, who is Jin, Warang, Nina, all of those characters, all the EX versions are freaking, they're the metas right now. They are the kingdom come of damage. And, you know, when you look at what they've done for these characters, right, especially these Tekken characters, is they put in this, you know, increase to physical damage buffs, right? Increase to physical damage, I think it's in its core, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, deals physical damage equal to 80% of attack. And this acts almost like a dot. Right? And what we found out from this effect is that you can actually bypass requirements in Chapter of Fight. You don't need characters with the CP requirement with these Tekken characters because of it, because it acts like a dot. That physical damage received acts like a dot. It actually drains them a little bit. So that is a huge meta effect that they could throw on Rugal. Also, something they did is with Jin here, they gave an EX core where it actually resets both skills. It actually resets two skills. I said both, his first and his third skill, which is extremely meta because you're fluctuating between two skills over and over and over, right? Which is just nuts. So they could do something like this for Rugal as well. I mean, they could do something to where he's doing the Kaiser Wave and the God Press over and over and over. And speaking of which, I hope to God they do that laser attack in the game. Please, God, give Rugal that laser attack. And please, God, give us the 3PG where the meteor comes falling down. We need it. We need it, Netmarble. Cue it up. Also, the invincible walk would be sick. Would be sick for my man Rugal. And guys, whenever Omega Rugal, the BS version, showed up in this game, he was the god tier. And still to this day, he's still freaking super strong. My A7 can still score on like 15 to 20 billion in guild raid. 15 to 20 billion. I know it's not like this guy who on this account would probably hit, 50 billion or so, but it's still insane damage. It's still very, very good. And with someone like Jin, they also gave him, the heal. The heals, whenever the meter starts going down, they start getting heals when they're doing their basic attacks or doing regular skills. They could do something like that for Rugal. They could give a big old heal on his 3PG. Who knows, right? They could give him like an immunity core, which would be insane for him, because the version we have right now, the BS version of Rugal we have now, he's strong. He's strong for sure. But old boy can die pretty damn easy. He is a fragile mofo. So I'm really, really hoping that they give, and I mean, guys, he's going to be an EX version. It's going to be EX. So I'm really thinking that they're going to hopefully do something different for the character and make him OP. And if you guys weren't sure what I was talking about earlier with Chapter of Fight, this game mode here is the game mode where you can bypass and not even need these CP requirements and use these Tekken characters to get it done, to do damage in these things, guys. I mean, they recommend 206,800 CP, right? And you look at my Nina, right, who has 190,000 CP. Well, if I get rid of that CP, let me slap on something else. Let me slap this on her, right? We'll just put this on her, right? That on there, slap a cooldown card. Okay. Let me find a good cooldown card for her. We'll put this one on her. 150,000, guys. So we're way under the requirement. And we'll go ahead and switch out, put Nina in first, just so I can show you guys that she can actually do damage, even though her CP is super, super low. And I really do hope they do something like this for Rugal. I really do. Because this is nice stuff here. Check this out. Now look, guys. Look. He is doing damage even though her CP is too low. Right? We actually did a little damage, and you can sit here, and once you do a little damage to these characters, you really need to let that third skill play out. And do our 3PG. But you guys can see what's going on here, right? I should have been letting that third skill play out over and over, but you see what's going on. We are still doing damage, even though we have 150,000 CP. We are still doing damage to this guy. Look at that. It's just nuts, man. And boom. Right? Don't even need CP for these guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. We don't need to play this any further. Okay? But you get the drift, guys. You get the drift. Right? That is nuts. It also would beg the question as to whether or not you really should have pulled for the Tekken cards, although this might be a bug and maybe they'll, do something to address it in the future. But it is something that does work right now, as you guys just saw. So we'll see what they do with God Rugal, guys. I'm really over the moon about it, guys. I'm also just thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm going to go broke on this one for sure. But guys, let me know what you think about Omega Rugal coming from King of Fighter 15. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody.